What's doing? Welcome back. Something different. There's nothing on the dyno at the moment. It was. Let's go find out what we're getting up to today. What do we have here? Under 70 kilowatts, 550 newton meters. What do you think this is? Well, let's go find out. Lewis has got over here. I ran up on the dyno already. He's now has a shopping list of parts to get into. Leon's got a great upgrade in his 300 series Landcruiser. There it is there. So Leon's got a massive list. And of course, nothing but the best Gturbo Manta and Provent from our Direction Plus. So we have fuel, filter, catch can, exhaust system, interchiller, and airbox. So as Lewis is going along, we'll open these boxes up. We'll show you where he's up to, what he's doing. A bit of a disclaimer, this isn't a how-to, this is just before and after. So we ran up on the dyno, you can see the figures it's got there. It doesn't sound anything different, they all sound the same, they're very quiet. So at the end we'll do a video and show you what it sounds like. We'll do a power run at the end and we'll show you all the bits and pieces he's got up to. Lucky for us, Lewis is an ex-Toyota mechanic, so he knows all about these things Toyotas, and he's prepared to go. He's already got this infill panel out ready to go for the interchiller because it sits in there. It's quite a massive unit, so let's get stuck in. Look at this big interchiller. I'll throw Lewis's order out of whack here. So we have a massive interchiller, exhaust system, and the awesomeness of the Gturbo airbox. So we'll get these unraveled, we'll get some parts out of the car, and then we'll start swapping some stuff over. So that's the exhaust system. Lewis has got all out, it's on the ground, ready to go. He's got an awesome Manta kit. Should make a bit of a difference. Some nice big spoolie boy pipe sizing. So bolt straight in so we can get him to bolt that in and make all the right noises. Looks like he's up underneath, we'll sneak in on him. Oh, look at the size of that dog. So he's getting this exhaust fitted up, and we'll delete this old one, make some cool noises, make it go fast. Alright, well he's up to the airbox part by the looks of things. So we get the airbox out. We've got our new one over here ready to go in. And literally just bolts back in the factory location with our little legs down there to click on. And we may even fit on onto the snorkel tubing properly for them this time, because the previous place didn't. So we'll fix that part because the previous guys didn't do it properly. And airbox lid goes on and in. As simple as that. The hardest part's going to be this part. You're trying to get a round silicone hose onto an oval fitting. So I might need to give him a hand from underneath and push it through. But otherwise, he'll put that airbox in and all bolts into the factory place, nice and easy. And we'll get onto this heat exchanger next, I'd say. But exhaust is done, airbox is almost done. And on the next part. Hurry up! Yeah. So Lewis has made some progress on the 300. He's fitting the massive heat exchanger now. Your factory ones are one down here and one over there in that corner, and they pick up, you'll see, air through the grill there. But this one is now probably a good 600 by 300, like a big front mount intercooler. Massive. So that'll be a interesting bit of gear, and hopefully keep some intake air temps down. He's just teeing in the water piping, so it goes through the factory one still, as well as the new big dog. And then there's a nice little infill panel here that goes in there and covers that all in. So he's made some progress. The catch can is in, There's also a fuel filter up under the car. I'll try and get on the ground, I'll show you that now as well. So I'm laying down on the ground, but that's the pre-filter there. The factory filter is there on the back corner. So yeah, it's all protected in behind this guard with a metal bracket, so it's all protected. And that's another secondary filter for it. So he's progressing well. So once he's done all this, we'll start it up and do a video so you can see what it sounds like, have it all running. But yeah, it's starting to come together really good. You've got to love the Gturbo products. So we're just loading the file in now. I've got a little patch harness here to be made up to go straight to the ECU. So we'll get that loaded in, and once we get loaded in, we'll get it started up, and we'll see what she sounds like. So we got it all done. So I had to do a couple of runs and I let it cool down between runs so the heat exchange didn't get too hot. Drop those intake air temps down. But it's kind of really good. And you've seen the exhaust there, so I gave a couple of revs, gave you a hard cut emitter. I might, when we get off the dyno, I'll get one of the guys to go for a drive and I'll show you as it goes away. So you get on-road noise, not just workshop noise. But let's have a look at the dyno. To clean it up a little bit, but you can see we've done a heap of runs, but let's clean it up and see what we got. So I'm pretty sure I told you before, these are a real pain in the ass to get to load up. Just the way the turbos work, I'm hoping I'll show you in the boost here, you can see what the boost is doing and the way the turbos engage and what they do. Absolute pain in the backside, but I've done heaps of runs trying to get the thing everywhere I can to make sure the adjustments are right. And the end results are, so we had our first two runs at 161 and 540, 560, 550. And now we've got 213 and 638, 639. So I picked up nearly 100 newton meters and we've got 40, 50 kilowatts. So yeah, so some big gains. So you can see here, the way the turbos work, it's a pain in the ass for trying to get it to control and come on. But it ramps up nice and hard and pulls all the way through. And the same as our torque, ramps up nice and hard and pulls all the way through our rev range. So I'll try and show you some boost data. So you can see here the two runs, the red and green, are stock runs. I tried to get it to load up nicely here and came through okay, and this one actually went to a negative and then came on and went to work, resulting in two different torque outputs obviously, but you know, our power was still there. So the blue one is, yeah, try to replicate the same thing, trying to get the kick on the same as the red, but the way it just they kick in is weird and it's really hard. But you can see now we're running just over 30 pound compared to just on 30 pound. So I'll actually get you an exact figure here. We got so that's sitting on, so that's now sitting about 33 pound across the top compared to your factory runs where you're sort of sitting on max about 30. So only about 3 pound extra, nothing massive, but some big gains, and actually it comes up really, really well. As for AFRs, this is our AFRs here. You get your stock runs through here, and now our tune run. So a little bit leaner for that mid-range, good fuel economy through here, and then just fatten up top where it's making a big power at the top. But should be a nice car to drive, should be really good on fuel. Heaps of bulk torque down low, and these are really, really good. That's our 300 series. It has all the mods, CAT scan, Gturbo heat exchanger, which is tucked in behind here, Gturbo Airbox, fuel filter, already has a snorkel fitted up, so that's on there. We actually made sure we fitted it on here probably because the previous guys didn't, so now he can go get wet if he needs to. That's it. Like, otherwise it looks pretty stock, like you wouldn't know otherwise. She actually looks pretty good. So the owner of this vehicle is looking at doing some touring and traveling with a caravan, so we didn't want to go balls deep in this thing and go absolutely massive. This was just to keep it reliable, let him go do some trips, make as much power and torque as he can, and the young fella wanted a hard cut. So the young fella pulled the dad's leg and got it happening, so we got the hard cut in there. Exhaust sounds pretty good for this, I reckon. We'll have to go outside and listen outside and get them to drive away, but it does sound really nice for V6. But that's really it for this thing. It came out really good. Basic bolt-on mods, that wasn't too hard for Lewis to do. Knocked out in just over a day. And then I get on the dyno for the rest of the day today, and it's actually pretty good. So if you're on a 300 series and you're looking for more power, more torque, better fuel economy, you don't need these mods. We can do it completely stock. If you are looking for big gains, we can do all these mods. We tailor it to your needs, what you want to do. We went back and forth with this customer about 3 or 4 times, just working out what they want to do and where they want to go. I don't set packages for certain people, and that's all you're getting. Too bad, too sad. We do packages by all means, but I'm flexible. You know, I find out what you need, find out what you're looking for, what you're looking to get, and then we try and tailor to that and make sure you're happy with what you're getting. So if that's what you're interested in, hit us up, 5491 4626. Hit that like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.